Hey, what's going on? I'm back. Uh, let's do this. All right. So, last episode I talked a little bit about talking with terrorists. That was a little bit of a sneak peek, I guess you could say. But now I'm going to be talking about my other series that I want to do, which is Plan B. Now, Plan B is actually going to come from. What happened was, all I was going to do was I was going to make the one series talking with terrorists, right? But then I was like, you know what? I want to do an episode where, I won't be going to too specifics, but basically they want to kill Lieutenant America, or kidnap him, or whatever you want to say. And they have different opinions, T.I. and T2. So T.I. thinks that the best way, which is the first guy, the guy with the hood, thinks that the best way to take out Lieutenant America, or like take him hostage, is to just hire a group of like mercenaries, or like just find 4 random guys or whatever and just have them work for them, right? So, but T2 does not like that idea. He thinks that he can do it all by himself. He thinks that he doesn't even need T2 or TEI for this mission. He can do it alone. So, to settle the dispute, CG says, alright, you two stop whining and complaining at each other like big babies. I'll stay with TI, and T2, you can go alone and take him on yourself. I'll be here with TI. First one to bring me Lieutenant America, dead or alive, wins. So they go their own ways, and to complete it, and then at the end, I guess you could say, like, the pass one or cross. Like I was saying before with Phineas and Ferb. Or like Seinfeld. Or I can't think of any of these other shows right now. So, I made 4 characters for the T2 or TI to recruit. And the episode's going to be called Recruitment. And then I became really attached to the characters that I had made that were only going to be temporary. And I was like, you know what? Let's do a small side series where it's like Breaking Bad and Call Saul. Just like side characters from the main show get their own show, right? And then I got so attached to the Plan B characters that now they're just as big, if not, they're actually bigger than Talking with Terrorists right now in my head. Like, I have even more planned for Plan B than I do with Talking with Terrorists right now. And is that bad? I don't think so. So, I'm pretty excited. The 4 characters are Rocket, Cyclops, Jay, and Pirate Kid. And each character is very, very different than the other. And the voices will be done by my friends. I don't know if they want me to say their names or not, so I'm just not going to take the risk. But they're all really good friends. Worst case scenario, they can't do the voices, and I do the voices, or I have one of my other friends do it. So I'm pretty excited. Plan B is something that I'm really interested in, and I forgot to set the timer. It's been like, how long? I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I'll just start the timer now, and at 5 minutes, Sorry about this. A little bit of behind the scenes. Start, okay. But, the characters of Plan B, I'll start with Jay, I guess. Jay is, well, actually, I'll start with one of the ones that I'm really, like, very, very, I know a lot about. I'll start with Pirate Kid. Pirate Kid is very dumb, and he's a pirate kid. He is on the heavier side, if you catch my drift. He's not huge, he's just not necessarily skinny. His characteristics that A, he's dumb, I already said that. And B, he's very friendly, but he's not handicapped, kind of dumb. He's kind of like Matt from Ed's World, kind of dumb. Just like, there's nothing actually wrong with him. He's just beyond. He's not exactly the smartest person. So, that's Pirate Kid. He's very friendly, and he loves pirates. I mean, his main weapon is a sword, like a pirate kind of sword. And he has a hat. He has two hats. He has a snapback kind of hat, and then he has a, like, baseball cap. Both of them have a pirate sword on the front. And I think I might actually put a skull and crossbones on like, the snapback or something. He's eventually, I'm planning on this at least, he's eventually gonna have a peg leg. I don't know how or why quite yet, but he's going. I'm planning on it, giving him a peg leg. That is. All right, I need to really focus here. And he has blonde hair. He wears white t-shirt. Damn it! Okay, he wears a white t-shirt with a "My name is" sticker to kind of indicate a little bit of his stupidity, because only really children wear that, and he has the intelligence of a child. Why can't I think? He has a syringe in his hat. I don't know why. I'm thinking about doing a small clip on one of the episodes about how he got the needle in his hat, because people always ask me that. Like, why does he have a needle? I don't know. It just looks nice. Or it's a syringe, technically. Technically speaking, he's not Batman. He's actually super bad. Okay. So yeah, that's Pirate Kid. Next is Cyclops, I guess. Cyclops is the only capable, or competent, I guess you could say, member of the gang. His main weapon is a Colt Python Silver, the wooden handle. Very expensive, very nice, very accurate, and it's cool. It's the kind of pistol that Rick Grimes uses in Walking Dead. For anyone that's a fan of that show. Damn it. Cyclops is named Cyclops because he has one eye. He has a bandage over his head. His characteristics are, he's smarter than the rest. And he's very kind of angsty is the only word I can think of, but I feel like that's very specific to teen. He's very like, whatever, let's go. But he's not like that all the time. It's just the stupidity of his crew members is why he's like that. But if they're not being completely stupid, he's fine. He's a very good friend. And when it comes to, like, situations, he's very he's very quick with those things. If, like, they're locked and he sees a pipe on the floor and the door is closing and the door is too heavy, he'll be smart enough to grab the pole without even thinking. Like, it'll just be like instinct for him to grab something and then wedge the door open. Damn it! Alright, I'm gonna call this an episode. Actually, I'll wait another minute. So he's very, like, intelligent. Dang it. But it's not like the kind of intelligence where it's like, well, the square root of blankety blank is blank, but it's also the cube root of this number, and by my calculations, this must mean. It's like street smarts. Also, one of the jokes about that character is, if for people that don't know, when you don't have two eyes, you don't have depth perception. That means that if there's a ball, like if you're playing outfield, and someone hits the ball all the way to you, you can't see how far the ball is away from you. So that's a problem. So one of the jokes is, In the background, there's going to be a dartboard, and there's going to be a bunch of darts on it, and like one knife in it. And then there's going to be a knife marked with a Cyclops symbol that's going to be way below the board. So you kind of have to infer that he threw the knife, and instead of hitting it like everyone else, when he threw the knife, it hit below because he thought it was closer than it actually was. And there's also going to be like the same kind of joke, but more deliberate in the recruitment episode. That's enough about him. Now to Jay, I guess. Jay is... Wait, hold on. I gotta see if there's enough time. Alright, I'm gonna call this an episode. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.